going on YouTube? It's your boy Rude Buddy back a little bit better sweet life, and you already know today we got another little video for y'all. Got nothing to do with cars today, but as stated in other videos, the Better Sweet Life is not really just a car channel. It's a channel where, you know, we'll get different reviews, you know, unboxings, just different things gonna be happening. Maybe one wheel trip or one wheel outing one day. We go out to the trails or something. So yeah, but today, I want to be showing y'all how to properly bend a brim on a new hat. All right, I don't look good with a straight brim. Like I can't rock it. It looks funky. You know what I'm saying? It looks funky. It's not for my face. I don't think it looks good. I don't like it. So I know there's another video I have on my channel of this. It's probably like one of my first videos that I did, but I did that with an older camera. It was just terrible quality, terrible audio. For the most part, you know, I got the message across how you bend the brim. But this is another hat, man. It's another camera, and it's another day. So we're gonna go ahead and do this video over again, and just pretty much show y'all how to properly bend a brim. Personally, I don't like. Well, I like the MLB little hat here sticker, but if it's already coming off, if it's like half off or whatever, I'll take it off, man. It looks ridiculous just having it hanging off. Only sticker I'll leave is this one. Now with this sticker will actually make bending the hat harder, right? Especially if it's like a hat that's super tight to your head. As you know, this is a little tight to my head, but once you give it that bend, it gives it extra room, right, in the diameter. So for some of my fear of God hats, right, that's not the same material. That's really like super, I forgot what type of material it is. It's super thick and it's hot, so it's a lot harder to bend and it's a lot harder to manipulate that material. So I had to take off the sticker on one of my fear of God hats. On this one I leave it because this one seems like, you know, it's gonna be a little bit easier to bend. The material is easier to bend, it's easier to manipulate. So I'm gonna just show you how it's done. Now if it is giving you a problem, it's not staying straight, it's not giving you as much room as you need, it's harder for you to manipulate, this is a sticker you're gonna want to remove, man, because this right here, as you can imagine, it's acting like a band-aid, right? So if you're bending the sticker's not gonna expand. It's just not. So you might want to have to take this off if it's not working for you. All right. However, for me, I already know for these hats, I could leave the sticker on. It works fine for me. Find your right size. Now, find your right size for bending a brim. Doesn't mean you put it on your head and it fits perfect. You know what I'm saying? If it fits perfect, once you bend that brim, it's gonna fit big. So you got to get one that's like right there to your head. It almost goes in, but not really, right? And if you do put it in, it's just a little too tight, don't really feel too comfortable. So you want to get that size for your head, right? So one size below your actual size, if you will. All right. So this is what I do, right? I just look at it from the front. All right, and I start bending. When I'm bending, I'm holding in the middle right here, right? I'm giving it right there, that support. You leave the middle line of where you're gonna bend. Now you don't want to bend it to the point where it cracks, right? You don't want to crack this. You don't want the peak. You just want it to slightly bend. Now you could also leave your hand here, all right, and you can just slowly start squeezing it across like this, all right, just to make sure you're not getting that line in the middle. What a lot of people like to do is that they get something like this, they put it there, and then they'll bend it around it, right? I'm not a fan of that. I mean, for me, my hand works fine, right? I've learned how to do it. You just go like this, again, put it right there. And don't be scared, man. It's not gonna break, it's not gonna crack, unless you just snap it in the middle. You gotta come to the edges, not the middle. Don't squeeze it in the middle. You gotta squeeze it at the edges, all right? Leave that beak. You gotta leave that beak. Now, if you see, you can get real close. You could even so much as touch it, all right? They could touch. But you wanna make sure that it stays flat here. You get that, because if not, you get that beak or you'll just snap it. Right, at this point you already see it already has a natural bend to it, right? This bend will go back straight. It's a straight thing to begin with, right? It's a straight brim to begin with. It's gonna eventually go back straight. You want to always, you know, when you wear the hat, kind of flex it a little bit, give it a little bit of play with it a bit, and make sure that, you know, you're getting it to stay in that shape. All right, so here's what it is. I'll just go like this, make sure that touches. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it. If you don't like it like that, and just kind of keep playing with it. Keep playing with it, keep playing with it until you get it. You put it on, you see it fits a lot better on my head already. And even on my head, I do this. I'll go ahead and bend it a little bit, and that's it. And that's how you get that natural brim on the cap. I've tried the rubber band solution. I've left rubber bands on a hat for like 3 days, man, and it goes back to normal. Like, it really does. So I've come to the conclusion that for every time you're gonna wear a hat, you're gonna want to bend it a little bit, right? And bending it on these sides right here, bringing it in, all right, you're gonna start giving it that bend. You're gonna start giving it that shape that you want to keep it at, right? So that's how it looks once you bend it, and it doesn't require too much. You know, if you want to take it off throughout the day, maybe check on it. If it's got a little straighter than you want it, go ahead and rebend it. At this point, you already manipulated this. You've bent it out of shape. So it's not going to 100% go flat again. You'll always have some curvature. However, it will go a little bit more on the flat side eventually, and you know, you just kind of do it again. However, with this hat, man, for some odd reason, and it's happened with another hat too, where it's seeming like the material in these brims are changing. Like, some of them were just harder to manipulate, and they'll just go right back to flat immediately. This one's actually keeping shape pretty well. I had another hat which kept its shape pretty well, or once I bent it, it manipulated like super quick, almost to the point where I gave it, where I almost cracked it and gave it a peak. With that peak, I didn't crack it. I managed to save it. Right, the way that you save a peak, if you get a peak in the middle of this bending process, right, is that you're gonna want to push it down. Right, you push it down, you manipulate this thing. As long as you didn't crack it, you're still able to manipulate it. All right, you can push it down, push that peak down, give it a little bend, push it down, and then you straighten it back up, and it'll straighten back up. My all black hat had that problem, and I fixed it. It doesn't have a peak. It doesn't look like it has a peak. It doesn't look like it's cracked or anything. However, it was a super flimsy material in my all black. It's all black with the patch, black patch, and then gray under the brim. If y'all have that hat, you know what I'm talking about. That material is super flimsy. It's not like this one. This one just kind of kept its shape, which I'm super surprised with. So for the purposes of the video, I guess this hat was a good choice. But yeah, man, super easy. Just bend the brim. If you want to go ahead and do it with your hands, you can. I personally don't like the whole bottle thing. Maybe the bottle, you know, the bottle's not, it's not thin enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not touching the edges with this bottle. You're not. You're just kind of giving it maybe the starting. You know what I'm saying? But your hand's gonna be the best. You know, and do it however you like, man. Y'all can try all different methods. You can try the rubber band method, where you get the brim, you just put rubber bands around it, make sure that you put enough rubber bands to keep that shape. You can do the bottle method. I don't like the bottle method. I just do it personally with my hands. And that's it, man. So y'all stay tuned. This is just a quick video, just showing y'all how to bend the brim of a hat, make it look like it came with a bent brim. So those of y'all that don't like straight brims, you're not limited to just already bent brims. You can get the straight brims and just bend it yourself. It'll look good. I used to be kind of limited to that until I found out about the whole bending brim process. You can have a fitted. You don't need to have a snapback. You don't need to have an adjustable. You do it with a fitted. It works fine. You could also do it with the adjustable fitteds, and they have the straight brim adjustable ones. You can do it with those too. So, and y'all stay tuned. When it get more car content coming soon, like for real. I got, I'd say maybe 2 weeks before the 5 Series is back on the road, man. Like, for real, I'm excited about that. We already pretty much got everything done, and I'll show y'all a quick little thing right here. Man, this is what I got left for the car parts. Y'all seen the other videos full of stuff. This is my exhaust, some brake pad things, some hardware. That's my limited slip diff right there. This is my upgraded axles. I got these back from the drive shaft shop. Upgraded axles, cold air intake, exhaust tips, mufflers, and then the eye-box sway bar things, sway bar ends, whatever. That's pretty much all that's left. Everything else was already sent back to the shop, so we're good there. We're not really worried about that or taking anything back over there. Everything's already been taken to them. Now everything that I have left here is because I'm gonna have to do it on my own. I'm gonna have to do it with my with my own money, really, just kind of my own thing. It's not gonna be part of the bundle price that we initially spoke about when I took my valve springs, my exhaust intake, and manifold intake, whatever these things are called. They charged me more for it. It's not like they included it in the price. They actually did charge me more for doing that job. So because I'm already so deep into the build, or into that bill, I'm gonna hold off right now till I get the car, pay all that off, then slowly start installing this stuff. Some of the stuff I can do myself, other things I can't. So let's just see, man. It's gonna be able to bring more content to the actual, car part of it. If I just have them do everything, it's gonna be at a shop. All you guys will see is me just getting the car back. You wouldn't see any installs. You wouldn't see reviews. You wouldn't see comparisons. The muffler video is one thing that I want to do because I have a Megan exhaust on there now. I want to remove that, put the remix on with the Super Sprint, and see the sound differences of that. And with a budget exhaust build versus an actual expensive exhaust build, make a difference? Does it make a difference? What difference does it make, and how big a difference? Right? So there's a lot more content coming through, man. Y'all stay tuned. But again, just it was a quick video showing you how to bend the brim. Any comments, questions, whatever, holla at me. I usually get back to the comments, or I try to get back to y'all with the comments. Usually takes me a couple days because I don't see it, but I'll get to it. So yeah, man, do your boy a favor, help me out. Subscribe, like, share, do everything you got to do. Hit that notification bell so y'all can get notified every time I do post a video. I'm trying to post a video more recent, but work is a little bit hectic, so it's me trying to juggle videos and work and recording stuff and going to the mechanic and looking for parts and buying parts. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff right now. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, hey man, thank you for watching the video. Again, comment, like, subscribe. Help your boy out. Let's get this thing out there. Let's run these numbers up on this channel. Let's get these subscribers up, the followers up. Let's just get it all popping. You know what I'm saying? The faster we get this channel actually growing, the more projects I'm gonna be working on. The 5 series is almost done. I want to then jump into the 4 series, which the 4 series is a B48, not the B58. So that's gonna be a little bit interesting. Try to build the fastest B48, maybe be like the first one. Really putting in the science into this build. So let's run these numbers up, man. I'll see y'all soon.